We have more massive news coming out about the XRP ledger and something that's going to be occurring on the XRP ledger in the next few months. Did you all hear about this? This article is titled XRP ledger ready to adopt tokenized gold and silver. Oh, I didn't even catch that part. In Q3 2024. And so now, listen, I think this could be major in the future. Obviously, it'll start out very simple, very small. But when you look at all the different infrastructures and corridors that they've built in Africa and other places like that are heavy in gold and silver and commodities, some of them sitting on record amounts, Stellar also was in areas like that. We'll see how much of that makes it to chain. I mean, you want to be able to move that value very quickly and easily, and you can't do that any easier than on a blockchain. So this could be something big in the future, 100%. But we shall see. The article continues on. Meld Gold, I guess that's the company that's going to be doing it. Gold and silver assets will represent 1 gram each of the precious metals and will be fully redeemable for gold bullion and silver bullion respectively. Community is expecting more gold-backed stablecoins to be released on XRP Ledger's rails. It says, tokenization innovators Meld Gold partnered with Ripple, a U.S. fintech decacorn. As a result of the partnership, Meld Gold will release 2 new stablecoins on the XRP ledger backed by gold and silver respectively. Each token will represent 1 gram of the precious metal held by leading custody providers MKS, PAMP, and Imperial Vaults, an official statement says. It continues on. Meld Gold's initial integration will deliver fungible gold and silver assets on the XRPL in Q3 2024. As of now, the company maintains similar digital assets on Algorand, another programmable L1. Also, Meld Gold expects its own pioneering solution at the intersection between alternative physical assets and blockchain technology spheres in 2025. Here's the big difference between the XRPL and Algorand right now. I didn't even know Algorand had this going on. And I've been an Algorand holder and enthusiast since the beginning. I didn't know that they had any kind of partnership with Meld Gold, or you can get this gold on Algorand at all. That's the key difference. You see how these articles are. This is on U.Today. They're writing these articles. This is good press. That means more people will be able to use those stable coins on the XRPL. More people will know about those coins on the XRPL. That means more volume, possibly more value on the XRPL. This is how you do it. Listen, a lot of companies, they have to start reaching out. Advertising is everything. Reach out. Reach out to your article writers, your vloggers, your bloggers, whoever, your content creators, and say, hey, listen, we have this going on. This is what we're building here, or else no one will know you have a product and they won't know to use it. It's as simple as that. But I'm just using this as an example. Typically Algorand does a good job. I'm just using it as an example. There's so many other chains that pop into my mind. I'm not going to name them, where they do great things, but they don't put it out there. How can the people know to use this? You claim that this is for the people, but the people don't know you have it. Anyway, the XRPL doesn't do that. Ripple doesn't do that. SBI doesn't do that. Uphold doesn't do that. One of the reasons I respect them so much, when they have a project, they're going to push it. They're going to say, this is what we're doing, right? Just like the other day, they made no secret about that ad that, Ripple came out with that advertisement, whatever that was, about XRP. They made that big push for XRP, or at least that's the beginning of a push, right? Now, that ad could have just been seen by a few people, but it wasn't. It was written about in articles. It was talked about by content creators. It was written about in blogs. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, but I don't think, I think their good relationships matter a lot. You have to in business, you have to keep good relationships. So all those times where, Ripple throws a party and they bring in these so-called content creators, or Brad Garlinghouse or someone says, hey, we appreciate the XRP community. That's keeping the good relationships. That's good. They're keeping good relations. And so then people are going to want to talk about this. Like, okay, listen, they're doing this. It makes people more comfortable to accept your products and spread the words, for lack of a better word. You don't have good relationships. A lot of people are not going to want to talk about you. I don't know how more eloquently to put that. My apologies, folks. I'm a little bit under the weather this weekend, but I think that was eloquently put. So now it continues on. Michael Cotton, Meld Gold CEO, stressed the importance of this release for the entire ecosystem of tokenization protocols on the XRPL and Web3 sphere as a whole. Our team of industry experts has deep experience in every component of the supply chain, from origination, certification, and logistics to storage and insurance. Our passion for disrupting and advancing digital ownership is ideal for the coming RWA revolution. This is the industry delivering the systems only they could design to bring the physical world on chain. Once again, I think this will be huge in the future time, but I'll tell you what, just as a longtime commodity enthusiast, I'd rather have a brick of gold in my hand. I'd rather have a silver bar in my hand. Like that's always going to be the best in my humble opinion. But, you know, this will be good for the XRPL. This will be good for XRP and companies building on there 100%. And I think this will be much better if it's rolled out the right way. It receives the right amount of support. This will be better than a fiat-backed stablecoin. You know, those stablecoins based on dying fiat currencies, which are being devalued greatly by their own countries. I think a lot of things are better than that. I think regular native crypto is better than that. Just my humble opinion. So now we're going to move on to a little bit of Solana news. Solana still looking super bullish, always looking super bullish. Matter of fact, this article is titled, "Is Solana ETF coming soon, or is it a distant dream? Speculation heats up over a potential Solana ETF, but regulatory hurdles and missing infrastructure cast doubt on its near-term arrival." All right, let's scroll down. Solana, they want me to see the artwork. All right, I guess it's okay. Solana, the blockchain darling, known for its speed and affordability, is stirring excitement with the potential arrival of a dedicated exchange-traded fund. But will it be the next big crypto investment vehicle, or is it a dream deferred? Recent approval of spot Ethereum ETFs has fueled speculation about a Solana ETF. Industry figures like Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse suggest Solana could be next in line. However, shout out to Brad Garlinghouse. Whichever one comes, I win. I don't care if it's XRP next or Solana. Whichever one. I'm a holder of both. Let's go. Whichever one, let's get it going. All right, because I'm ready. Anyway, shout out to Brad Garlinghouse for that. This is suggest Solana could be next in line. However, experts like Bloomberg Intelligence's James Seifert offer a more measured view. Seifert, who correctly predicted the order of Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF approvals, as though I guess that's supposed to give him gravitas here, highlights the regulatory hurdles. The SEC's ongoing legal battles with Kraken and Coinbase, where Solana was specifically mentioned as a security, raised concerns. Oh, here you go. You had to throw that negativity in there, right? Yeah, they said Ethereum is a security, and it's still got an ETF. So what does that mean? It means nothing. At this point, everything is up in the air. So if Ethereum, they literally said they were going to go after Ethereum, and then they approved the ETF anyway. Solana can get an ETF, no matter what they've said. That's the point I'm trying to make. So now we have this little bit of Bitcoin news. This article was titled "Bitcoin's Big Breakout Coming Soon. Satoshi's Ally Predicts When." Let's scroll down here. It says here, Bitcoin's price holding above $70,000 triggers scrutiny from Atom Back, closely linked to Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin's price has been pretty steady at around $70,000 for a while now, since mid-May. Despite this, the cryptocurrency's price has shown minimal movement, fluctuating within a narrow 6% range. This period of low volatility has frustrated market participants, particularly as Bitcoin's all-time high of $74,000 remains tantalizingly close, yet seemingly out of reach. It usually takes some time after the halving before Bitcoin explodes. It's shown that historically the last two times. In 2020, I bear witness to what happened in 2020, even though I got in 2021. And the halving occurred. It took a few months, and then boom, everything exploded in 2021. It takes some months' time, but it's the desperation of the people right now, because a great deal of people are going through a very harsh financial time. That's where the frustration is coming from. They need this money. They need this value. I get it. It says the lack of movement in price has seriously annoyed traders and investors. What I just said comes into play. I'm telling you, they need to pay rent. They need to pay their mortgages. They want to take care of their children, different stuff, but and wage growth has slowed. Prices continue to go up. That frustration is coming from there. Some of it, a lot of it is coming from that. A lot of younger people want to buy apartments, but they can't afford them. So they have to live home with their parents now. That's a fact. Read the articles, do the research, go on Google or Bing.com, do a search. I'm telling you, you're going to see this. They're frustrated because the opportunities that used to exist in the United States, a lot of them are not there anymore, or they're very, very difficult to achieve. The frustration is coming from that. So people are turning towards things like Bitcoin in hopes that is going to make a lot of capital. And while I do believe, and this is not financial advice, all right, don't take it as that. Not a financial advisor, all that good stuff. But while I do believe that in the future, this Bitcoin will follow the same trend it has always done. The halving occurs, it takes a few months, and then boom. It's not going to happen as quickly as people want it to. They want something to happen that's never occurred before because of these things that I mentioned before. Adam Back, who is a contemporary of Bitcoin's mysterious creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, addressed these concerns in a recent discussion. Then they have a bunch of pictures and stuff like that. I got to scroll past. Back suggested that the current price suppression could be down to certain sellers who urgently need cash and are offloading their Bitcoin holdings. What did I tell you? What have I been saying for a year and a half? I've been saying this is going to be the most brutal, ruthless, shark-infested water bull run of all time. We haven't even gotten to the real bull run yet. But the profit taking is going to be out of this world because the United States is in a bad, bad spot. Whether people like it or not, that's true. There's going to be more volatility, more consolidation than you've ever seen before, more selling than you've ever seen before. And it's not going to stop. There's a bigger problem at hand that needs to be addressed, and it has not been addressed. Wage growth. The job market is terrible. I don't care what they're showing in the data. I'm telling you, listen to the people. Every single day, I'm watching people with bachelor's and master's degrees struggle for months to find employment. And sometimes when they do find employment, they are greatly underpaid. I'm talking about right now. Check it out. Read a few articles. Watch a few of these people's, videos. There's people that are searching for jobs. They're making videos updating on what they're going through. Then you have recruiters who have been coming out making videos and writing articles. I've been reading that also. So there's something deep going on, something not good going on in the United States, and it needs to be addressed, I'm telling you, or it's going to become a bigger problem. And it's manifesting itself. One way it's manifesting itself is through here in Bitcoin. Bitcoin activity, Bitcoin frustration, and Bitcoin, the celebration of it when it does go up. It says here, once they have sold all their holdings, the market might start to move up again, says the developer. Reasonable. These comments match what a lot of people in the crypto community are feeling. Many think the things like institutional investors and trading platforms like ETFs and Coinbase might be influencing the market. Wait a minute. Yeah, sure. I want to say again, don't forget the regular people. They're going through a tough time right now. That's going to play a part as well. The idea is that these entities, possibly in collaboration with official agencies, are trying to keep prices stable or suppressed for their own strategic advantage. That also, yes, that's a part of it. That is a part of it, I believe, firmly. I said this months ago. It says, however, Back's perspective offers a glimmer of hope in the current market conditions. The idea that current sellers' influence is temporary suggests that once their selling capacity is depleted, Bitcoin could resume its upward trajectory. This view lines up with how the price has moved historically. as there have often been periods of consolidation before big price surges. I was also just saying that I agree with that 100%. Summing up, while the current trading range and low volatility are testing the patience of market participants, Bitcoin, yeah, but their patience, anyway, Bitcoin's price could break free from its current stagnation. It doesn't matter if you're patient or not. The market does not care. This is why so many people say to let the emotions go, but a lot of people are very, very emotional. Very, very emotional. Mastery of oneself is the most important thing. It's the best thing you're ever going to do. You can't let everything work you up. You can't. Stress kills. You get all this stress on you. That's what that worrying does. All of that arguing, all that fighting, all of that anxiety, it causes stress. Stress causes cortisol production. You get all this bad fat and cholesterol and just your heart overall. It's not good for your heart. Your health goes down. No one needs that. Mastery of the self is the most important thing. Developing understanding, developing balance, developing patience, not for crypto, but for yourself. Being kind to yourself. When you get upset and you get frustrated, you're being very, very mean to yourself. For lack of a better word, you need to be kind to yourself. Give yourself time to think. Give yourself time to breathe. Life, yes, life has many harsh things, but don't let those harsh things weigh on you in a way that is destructive. No. If there is a problem, observe the problem and you solve the problem. No need to get worked up about it. You are now hurting yourself. You get worked up, you are causing damage to yourself. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to cause damage to myself. So anyway, that's some of my thoughts. So now we're going to move on here. We got a little bit more Bitcoin news. I'm not sure how far we're going to make it today, folks. My energy feels so low right now. This article is titled, Anthony Scaramucci projects Bitcoin to skyrocket to $700,000. Anthony Scaramucci, founder of Skybridge Capital, has maintained his bullish stance on Bitcoin's future, suggesting that it is only a matter of time before the cryptocurrency reaches a six-figure value. In an interview with David Lin published on June the 7th, Scaramucci projected that Bitcoin could match gold, seeing the asset rally to almost $700,000. His prediction hinges on Bitcoin's unique technological attributes and increasing adoption as a store of value akin to gold. I don't know if it'll ever reach that gold level. Listen, I've said it a lot of times. Why would I trust a digital asset more than something physical I can hold in my hand? That I don't think anyone's ever going to beat that physicality. It's too much of a certainty, too much security in it. It's going to increase in value. There's so many positives to it. Bitcoin has its positives also, but it's like being in a relationship. Do you want to be in a relationship with a real person, or you want to be in a relationship with a digital person? There's a difference. I don't know if that's a great comparison, but I think it's pretty close. It says, however, if Bitcoin continues to scale and adopt at the same speed as it has over the past decade, he sees no reason why its value couldn't increase exponentially. Yeah, I believe it could. Yeah, 100%. I believe Bitcoin can skyrocket. How high? I don't know. I believe 100,000, 150,000. Between those two numbers, 100,000, 150,000, I think is safe. Safe numbers. Anything beyond that, I don't know. I wouldn't take the chance. I'm not going to. I mean, I have half the Bitcoin. Like I said, half of my Bitcoin goes away forever. It's cold wallet forever. So we'll see what that does. You know, I'm even willing to hold it so long I hand it down to people. It's just me. The other half is not a long hold. It's not. 100,000, 150,000. Boom. I'm probably, unless something changes my mind, maybe a new catalyst comes out. But other than that, that's going to get sold. You know, but is this possible? It may be possible. I don't know about 700,000, but it can go high. It says here, using the formula for the new price of Bitcoin, which is the latest market cap divided by the current market cap, then multiplied by the current price of Bitcoin, the asset's projected price will be approximately $695,000 if the market cap grows by 10x. Drivers of Bitcoin to $700,000. Scaramucci's optimistic forecast is grounded in Bitcoin's inherent characteristics and the ongoing trends in its market adoption. At the same time, the investor pointed out that Bitcoin's potential also lies in its potential as a digital store of value. Yeah, but wait. Now, I could see this playing out if all of the institutions get into Bitcoin, which is possible. We have to wait and see. But as far as the regular people, I just don't see this being a hold. I don't. The people need money right now. They're going to liquidate. They're going to sell. So who's going to be using it as a store of value, like really holding wealth in there, holding capital, significant capital in there for long periods of time? Ooh, the original Bitcoin holders, a lot of them are selling, but maybe some of them still will continue to hold. The institutions, because it's not the regular people. Like I said, they have to pay rent, pay a mortgage, send somebody to college, buy food. There's a huge struggle going on. They're not going to be storing much of anything. I have an article here somewhere where people aren't even putting the normal amount of money into their retirement savings. You think they're going to put money into Bitcoin to save for a long period of time? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is my thoughts from what I've read, based upon what I've read. So now, let's continue on here. It says, he argued that people would accept a store of value in the digital age if it possesses qualities like scarcity, ease of use, trustworthiness, and stable value. Drawing parallels to gold, Scaramucci explained that Bitcoin meets these criteria through its decentralized and permissionless network. Also, keep in mind, there is competition. A lot more people respect gold. And now that they're selling gold at Costco and Walmart, and people like that. They want something physical in their hands no one could take from them. They could hide it. They could bury it. So I'm telling you, this is how people feel. They like that. I've spoken to lots of people. It's the same way with cash. Even though cash is being devalued, fiat is being devalued greatly, the people want something in their hands. They put it in a shoebox. They're going to go hide it, put it in a safe. People want something physical. So there is competition there. So Bitcoin will have its victory. It will have its day. It will explode possibly very high. But gold will always have its place. I don't compare anything to gold at this particular time. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.